Correctional Services Department says it is dealing with overcrowding in prisons and is now set on tackling the officials to inmates ratio. A probe into the escape of inmates from the Malmesbury Medium A prison facility in Cape Town led to the axing of 94 officials. That's after they were found guilty of aiding escapes and smuggling illegal substances. 2 years ago, 69 inmates escaped the prison, while a further 2 prisoners escaped last year and another 3 just last week. Here's ENCA's Nobesuthu Hejana, who delves into what's going on at Malmesbury facility.
It was this video that shocked and angered many. 69 inmates at Malmesbury escaped during an exercise routine. They were rearrested and received additional sentences for the offence. Last year, at the same Medium A facility, 2 inmates escaped. Again this year, 3 prisoners broke out, with 1 still on the run.
What we find in a lot of cases is that the SOPs are not being followed. So what we have done to address some of this is the training of our officials. Over the past 2 or 3 years, we've had various engagements with heads of correctional centers. We've also had engagements with area commissioners. We have engagements with the regional commissioners to make sure that we constantly train our officials in line with our security paradigm, because security is dynamic.
Maestri also says he can't share what security upgrades will be made, as this may pose a threat to state security.
On the 12th of April, unfortunately, another of our officials was sentenced by the Johannesburg Regional Court for aiding an escape, and he was sentenced to 5 years imprisonment. We also had last year alone 94 officials that were dismissed for various violations, including security. So we're also making sure that consequence management is effected in the Department of Correctional Services.
The Police and Prisons Civil Rights Union provincial spokesperson Patrick Raulane says heads must roll.
If there is negligence at the side of management, whoever, whether it's the area commissioner or the regional commissioner, they must go. Because here we're talking about lives of individuals. We don't want to be soft on issues that we know for a fact that tomorrow they will lead us to a funeral.
He says the lives of witnesses and the public are at risk.
Imagine a detective that is dealing with an awaiting trial prison, and this person escaped from prison. What is going to happen? You will imagine witnesses as well. What is going to happen? I can assure you, if somebody escaped from prison, he does not have a car. So obviously within the communities, within the surrounding, this person is going to go to a particular person's house. What is going to happen?
One security expert says overcrowding and certain limitations of movement due to the coronavirus pandemic may also play a factor in the escapes.
It may also be a more systemic problem relating to overcrowded conditions. I don't know to what extent COVID-19 restrictions placed an additional burden on the experience of imprisonment. Fewer visits, no support, no contact with families, no contact with lawyers. So all those things may have played into creating additional pressure and an increased incentive to escape.
The department says it has dealt with the issue of overcrowding in prisons, and it's currently working on plans to hire more staff to deal with the officials to inmates ratio. Nobesuthu Hejana, Cape Town.